What really happened on the 23rd of February 1874? Come with me and let's find out. Menchie, ready? Let's go. That was the date that Sir Walter Wingfield patented the design for the game we now know today as lawn tennis. People already knew the game of tennis, but back then it was a respectable indoor game, and it might have remained that way forever if it hadn't been for Sir Wingfield's best friend and extreme germaphobe, my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, Colin Delaney. Sir Wingfield was terrified of wasps. He couldn't even see one without going into a little dance, leaping about and waving his arms about his head to stop the nasty beasties going into his ears. So here you go. One day Delaney was walking along the Vishabhavati River with Alice Lydia Cleveland, and they made a joke about it when they saw Wingfield. "No," said Wingfield, "I'm inventing a new sport is what it is." And of course once he'd said that he had to go through with it. Delaney didn't mean any harm by the joke. He even gave Sir Wingfield a giant fly swatter made out of wood just to prove it. But Sir Wingfield was determined. He bought a big load of rubber balls from Germany because they were cheap there. But he couldn't think of anything to do with them. Eventually he started hopping them into a small local volcano just to get rid of them because they were starting to get in his nerves. He tried to make a game out of it, but what could you do? 1 point if it went into the volcano, 2 if it made a splash. That was about it. Hello, it's time for the tickets. It's time for the tickets. But it's hard thinking up a new sport, and Sir Wingfield couldn't stay outside long anyway because of all the wasps. They'd start swarming round and he'd have to retreat to his big shed to play indoor tennis. Until the night his big shed burned down. People didn't know this back then, but there's only so many rubber German balls you can hop into a volcano before it erupts. And when this one erupted, it burned down Sir Wingfield's shed. But when the lava dried, it dried into a perfectly smooth surface, and Sir Wingfield found he had discovered his new sport after all. Indoor tennis played outdoors. Sir Wingfield was delighted, especially because wasps are a lot cannier than you or I might think when you see them getting stuck in jam. They know to stay well away from erupting volcanoes. So there were no wasps anywhere. Sir Wingfield travelled India and England trying to drum up support for his new game and knocking balls into volcanoes to encourage people to play. Slowly it started to catch on, and the only person who wasn't happy was Colin Delaney, because there was something about the way that Miss Cleveland looked when she heard about all these fires that made him think something wasn't quite right. So he challenged Sir Wingfield to a duel. Sir Wingfield agreed on condition it was a duel of his new game, outdoor-indoor tennis, and the winner would claim the right to marry Miss Cleveland. But poor Delaney agreed, not knowing that Sir Wingfield was still using those German rubber balls. No sooner had Delaney hit the first one than he caught German measles and died. With Delaney out of the way, tennis caught on all over the world, making strawberries far too expensive in summer and attracting wasps because there were no more volcanoes to chase them off.